Hi everyone, and welcome to the Future of Project Management Virtual Summit. My name is Shai. I'm a solution engineer here at Monday.com, and I'm honored to present today's first session, Portfolio Management and Reporting Done Differently. I would like to start by introducing myself. I'm currently based in London, UK, and as a solution engineer in Monday.com, my role is to serve as a product expert. That means that I typically give platform demonstrations and answer any technical related questions. And I work with lots of project management teams in order to help update and modernize their project management practices. The reason that so many project management teams are currently busy with updating their practices is because there's significant pain points with the way that work is currently being done. What we hear from almost half of the organizations that we speak with is that many of their projects fail due to lack of alignment between business and project objectives. That means that the business wants A, but the project actually delivers B. There's many different reasons for that, so let's jump into those. Over half of the organizations report that they don't have access to real-time KPIs. That means that as the project is progressing, there's a significant lag between the work that's being done and their reporting on that work. Managers and directors don't have clear visibility into the progress of projects in real time. Additionally, many organizations report that they have to spend a lot of time on redoing work. That means that work is being done and a change is then required, and work needs to be redone again. There's no efficient way to streamline this process and automate procedures within their current practices. Additionally, many project managers report that they have to spend a lot of time on preparing manual reports. They typically have to chase their team members and colleagues to ask them for information in order to gather this information in a manual way and prepare a report on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis. There's no automated procedure in order to get this information and aggregate it within a specific platform. Monday.com has developed a PMO solution in order to help address these pain points. The PMO solution promotes collaboration, transparency, communication, real-time reporting, and much more. Let's jump into the platform to actually see how is that performed. If I'll access the Monday.com platform here within our browser, the first board I would like to highlight is the Portfolio Management board. This board is managed by our portfolio managers in order to provide visibility into all the projects within our portfolio. We're currently viewing all our planned projects. We can see there's currently 3 planned projects, and although there's some information already indicated around these projects, there's no program manager or product managers assigned yet. What we would like to do is to assign the relevant program manager, immediately notify them that they've been assigned, and communicate with them directly here on the project level in order to ask them to assign the project manager. All we need to do is assign the relevant program manager. Let's assign Randy here. And we can now communicate with Randy directly on the project itself. So I can now say, Randy, you've been assigned. Please assign a PM, just as an example. Randy will now be immediately notified by Monday.com to his device of choice. And he can come in here and assign the relevant project manager and notify them. And we can have an open dialogue right here on the project level, with all the information of the project right in front of our eyes. So all our communication is done in context. Now, not only that, but our communication is transparent and visible to anyone who is part of this project. So all our various team members that are a part of this project, they can step in, contribute, collaborate with us, and have essentially contribute to this culture of open communication. We can reply on comments, we can like each other's comments, and again, we can have a real open dialogue right here on the project level with all the information of the project in front of our eyes. These features really promote a culture of transparency and visibility and open communication, and also a culture of accountability because everyone always sees who is assigned to what and who's responsible for what and how that project is progressing. Additionally, we can create notifications and reminders directly on the project itself. All I need to do in order to now set an automatic reminder for Randy to update us around the progress of this planned project is to set a date reminder right here on the project. This is a possibility for us to set an automated notification and reminder for Randy to update us. Gone are the days of chasing our team members and begging them for information. We can set up automatic notifications and reminders within the platform around specific milestones to ask our stakeholders to provide the relevant information. Additionally, if we'll take a look at our active projects, we can see that there's already a lot more information here. We can see the relevant program and project managers and how are these projects progressing. What's their current phase, how many of the activities were completed, and various health metrics around the progression of these projects. How is the scope, schedule, cost, and risk looking like? What's their current RAG status? And a final project health indicator that's aggregating all these various factors. Additionally, we can derive a project summary directly on the project itself. This is the new Monday WorkDoc feature. It allows us to create documents directly within Monday.com. We can create these documents as an independent entity or on the project level within the files column. And we can create any type of document we need in order to report or plan a project. And we can even embed real-time reporting widgets within the documents. So that means that I can prepare a weekly summary, embed a real-time reporting widget within my report, and as the project will progress, the reporting will update as well in real time. So we know that we're always looking at real-time KPIs within the Monday.com platform. Obviously, again, within here, I can mention my team members and collaborate across my team. So again, we're promoting this culture of accountability, transparency, and collaboration. Now, if I wanted to access the actual project plan directly from here, I can do that as well. All I need to do is click on this link and I'll be redirected to the actual project where work is being done. We can see in this case, the project is constructed into different phases. There's the initiation and planning, design, development, verification, validation, release, and monitoring phases. Each phase contains the relevant activity that are required in order to complete that phase. And we're collaborating with a wider team in this example. There's an owner and contributor for each one of these activities. And we're tracking any type of metric that we require. The baseline start and finish dates, the actual start and finish dates, the variance between the two, our planned effort and actual effort, baseline cost and actual cost, cost type. And these are just examples. What we're looking at currently is a project template that Monday.com can provide its users. But templates, like anything else within Monday.com, are extremely flexible. Organizations can use these templates, they can reduce them, expand them, and resave them as their own in order to trigger their creation upon automatic procedures. So whenever a project is marked as in progress, we can trigger the creation of a dedicated project board, just like this one, according to our specific specifications and requirements. Additionally, within each one of our projects, we can visualize information in any required way. As a project manager, I will probably like to see charts and a Gantt chart or calendar view or any other type of view that is required in order for me to understand how my project is progressing. And I can do so directly within this project. All I need to do is add this type of view and look at the information in any way that's required for me. For example, here I see a Gantt chart of all the activities across my project. I can see the dependencies between these activities. I can automate these dependencies and say that if I will now adjust a specific timeline of an activity, its dependent activities will move accordingly in an automatic way. I can access these activities directly from here. And again, see all the information around these activities and have an open dialogue in a very contextual way right here on the activity level. So actually, I can perform all my required work directly from here within the Gantt chart. This is a great tool to visualize information. But obviously, everything that we're seeing here is currently only in the context of this specific project. Within monday.com, we can create dashboards to report and aggregate information across multiple projects. Dashboards are a great tool to provide real-time information and KPI over the progression of our entire project, program, or portfolio. If I'll access the portfolio dashboard, we can see that here we're aggregating all the projects across our entire portfolio. We can aggregate up to 50 different projects within a single dashboard. And this will provide us visibility over the progress of our entire portfolio. So because we're actually performing work within our project boards, and these dashboards are connected to our project boards, these dashboards are only need to be set up once. And every time an entry will change within each one of our projects, the change will be reflected here immediately, in real time. So we know that we're always viewing the most up-to-date real-time information. Not only that, but any information that exists within our project boards can be reported here within these dashboards. So we can report upon our budgets, our distribution of costs, our deadlines, and how much are we meeting our deadlines, the performance of our various team members, the amount of effort that is assigned to them, and the on-time deviation, the schedule variance across all our projects, across time, and simply report upon the specific milestones across our entire portfolio. So again, any information that exists within our project boards, we can report, slice and dice, and aggregate here, and display in our required way. Additionally, like anything else within monday.com, these dashboards are completely dynamic. That means that I can create a dashboard on a program or portfolio level to provide this high-level overview to my managers and directors. But these dashboards can be used in order to drill down into specific pieces of information as well. For example, here we're seeing our report upon the progress of all the activities within our portfolio. We can see that currently 3.5% of our activities are in the status of working on it. If I would like to drill down further and understand exactly which activities are in the status of working on it, all I need to do is click on this, and I'll be presented with a list of all the activities across my entire portfolio that are currently in the status of working on it. And obviously, I can change aspects around these activities directly from here. I can communicate with my team directly from here. So this is really a perfect tool to provide these real-time access to KPIs, provide a high-level overview to our managers and directors, and also grant them the possibility of drilling down into specific pieces of information if they need to do so. I would now like to summarize our session today. So the key takeaways that I would like to provide is that the PMO function within organizations is a critical function. It's responsible for reducing costs and generating revenue. And the PMO function requires a significant tool in order to allow them to modernize their processes and grant them all the capabilities and features they need in order to actually get work done. Additionally, what we see is that organizations need to adopt a collaboration mindset. They need to have a platform that will allow them to collaborate between different teams and promote a culture of transparency and visibility in order to increase efficiency and remove the need for chasing around various team members and asking them to provide information on a constant basis. Organizations also require a tool that will allow them to bring their own methodology. So that means that I can create my own type of projects within the platform that I'm using. I can create a waterfall type of project, an agile project, a hybrid project, or really any type of project that I would like to within the tool. And monday.com does exactly that. It provides its users with the building block to create any type of use case or workflow or project structure that they require. Additionally, monday.com allows users to respond in real time, as everything across the platform is performed in real time and reported in real time. I hope this session was informative. Thank you very much for attending today, and I'm happy to now answer any questions that may come up.